Let's go!
You saved an alternate timeline? Destiny changed? So here's our big ass brain predictions. I see where they're going with this. So if it's seemingly they're setting up for potentially different things happening, different characters now that the fucking plot ghosts have been killed. I see them taking the story in different directions at different time frames. For example, we're still going to be playing as Cloud, right? We're still going to be playing as everyone going on their mission together. But the idea is that Sephiroth, and here's what I think is going to happen. I think Sephiroth is going to defy fucking destiny, past or present. I think like any chance of the past or the present coming together to eventually like for the planet to sort of focus. We're going to focus on making all this happen because what has to happen, our characters have to get to the end of Final Fantasy VII, right? But now Sephiroth is going to fucking manipulate that. Sephiroth is beyond what the planet's destiny has in fact. He's beyond the flow of the live stream. He wants to fucking control all of it. So here's what I think. Holy shit. I think in the next games, they are going to fuck with you. They're going to do things where you have these characters going in one way, and then we're going to switch to characters doing other things. But at the same time, that's exactly what Sephiroth like wants. He's going to fuck with you. And that's what's going to be cool about the next game, is that it's not just going to be the exact same situation. We're going to have our main characters are going to be going through what it seems like they're going through from the original game. But then we're going to have this alternate fucking timeline where Zack is alive, where Jesse and Biggs are alive, and potentially they could be doing their own things. But the whole point is that, like, timelines have to converge, right? Things have to eventually meet up. And the whole point is that that's going to be what Sephiroth wants. He wants the timelines to be all fucking skewed and shit so that he can get his will. It's really weird. I feel like this ending leads a lot to interpretation still. I feel like a lot of the things we're seeing, especially the part with like Biggs being alive, like it's hard to tell like if Zack lived, if he's alive in the alternate timeline. Another interpretation is that it's hard to fucking tell if Biggs or Jesse didn't die by chance. That's the crazy part, is that there's a lot to interpretation here. They're really setting up for questions, right? They want to make the next game interesting. And I kind of like that, right? I kind of like the fact that the next game isn't just going to be exactly what you think it is. We're going to get the story of, you know, Sephiroth and Cloud and some big backstory. We're going to get, you know, we're going to kill a snake. We're going to do all this stuff. No, like there's definitely going to be some interesting, mysterious shit that is not going to be identical to Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, what the fuck was the 7 seconds line? The 7 seconds refers to 7 seconds before meteor impact. It says in chapter description. This is fucking cool that we're gonna have all these crackpot theories of what's going on to the next game. And it's probably not gonna be, I don't think there's gonna be any alternate timeline shit, right? I feel like that is a big theory thing of what's going on. Oh man, this is crazy. Because the things are still happening, right? Our characters are still, you know, crossing the threshold. Lord of the Rings ending, it's exactly what I wanted it to be. Our characters are moving on and they're in the hunt for Sephiroth. But it's pretty clear that Sephiroth has identified that this Destiny shit is not working out. Yeah, Stamp was different. I mean, right? Different looking Stamp. I mean, I don't know, like just Stamp being different. To me, that doesn't really feel like a complete Stamp is different. It's a different timeline. Zack lives, like, right? Just because Stamp is different, like a different graphic designer in Midgard made a different looking Stamp. Like, right? I feel like that's like, I don't know. I don't think anybody's crackpot theory is gonna be exactly right. I think that's smart as hell, because at this point we don't know, right? We don't know if certain things can happen to certain characters. We don't know exactly what can be happening to characters because of these events taking place, because of characters altering fate and shit like that, altering their quote unquote, their Final Fantasy VII predetermined path, all bets are off. Our characters are on their mission. They're doing what they need to do, but nothing is on the table anymore. Like they're allowed to go crazy with certain shit. We don't have an exact like a story identity anymore. Fuck, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. I don't like that. I fucking love that. I love that it's not going to be the exact same thing anymore. That we don't know whether or not things are going to happen. I love that. That we're going to be just left questioning and there's going to be all these crackpot theories of what's going to happen. Because we all know what the fuck happens in FF7. Everyone knows what happens. There's a good chance that they don't want to disappoint people, right? Because this game is far from a disappointment, right? Everything you remember of the original Final Fantasy VII, almost every nod, every reference, every little fucking thing that takes place is preserved in this game in some way. Everything. Absolutely everything. So they made sure to include every single thing in here. And I don't think that, let me read this quote. I hope this is a correct quote. From Kitase directly, the fans have been waiting 23 years for this game. I'm happy we've been finally able to deliver it. It's a full-fledged game and can be enjoyed by itself, but its story is far from over. With the first game, we showed how there is great potential for the future, and we included many hints regarding what's coming next. I'm looking forward to seeing the fans' theories on social media regarding what could happen now. That's fantastic. That's fucking fantastic. No wonder so many fucking people were just like, everyone is freaking out about this ending. People are like, I hate it because it's not set in stone. I love it. People are like, I am okay with it. The emotional reaction of the ending of this game is like nothing I've ever fucking seen. So many people have no clue what to feel. People that need answers, that we need a solid direction, are super confused and super pissed. But then the people that are like, I like questions. I like there being things that we don't have answers to. I like thinking about shit. Like I enjoy, like, I'm not comparing this to 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I love the fact that that movie and movies that are like it don't give you all the answers. They're gonna let you interpret what the fuck is going on. Does it make any sense right now? Very little. It makes very little sense. And I don't like the fact that the plot ghosts were there through a lot of the game. Like, I think the plot ghosts felt like they were getting in the way of the story instead of letting the story happen. But the fact that you kill the plot ghosts, that is the whole point. That is the whole point, is that you've been annoyed by these fuckers all game, and then you kill them. They die. So that by the time they're dead, they're now removing the guarantee of shit happening. They're now removing the guarantee of every single thing. And do I think that they're gonna set up for like disappointment? I don't. I think they want uncertainty, because everyone is going to be playing the goddamn Snape kills Dumbledore joke all fucking year long when the next game comes out. It didn't seem as much like they're dead. It seems like Sephiroth is in control of it now. Like, it seemed like Sephiroth absorbed that shit in the end. He's like, oh fuck, you remember the story to FF7? Well, this shit's mine now. I kind of appreciate that fucking meta. They made like a story meta out of this shit. Fuck, man. Watch it be exactly the same and nothing changes, right? And I'm cool with that too. I'm super cool with that. Because here's the thing. I was halfway through this game, I was thinking that there was gonna be this thing with the plot ghosts, that the original Final Fantasy VII happens the way it does. It concludes the way it does, and it happens the way it does. That's what the plot ghosts first were throwing into my head when they were showing up. Once they started helping out the player, and it was like, oh, they're not just here to like fuck with the main characters. They're not just like an extension of Sephiroth and they're fucking with everything. No, they're actually here to help the characters. They're assisting them to the points where the characters need to be to not interrupt the story of the original game. So I'm like, fuck, are we gonna have like Metal Gear 4 flashback sequences of polygon characters and shit? Are we gonna see a future portion of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 or 3 or whatever actually have flashbacks to the PlayStation 1 game? Are we gonna have some weird shit like that? Fuck, dude. That shit seems crazy to me. We're gonna have like Polygon Cloud meet normal Cloud or some shit? Like, right? Like, fucking, how nutty is this shit gonna get? How much nostalgia bait and how How? How far are they gonna go with it? Yeah, it's a remake. They don't technically retcon a lot of shit. Like, and it's hard to say, like, what is being retconned at the end from the original game? The only thing that got critically retconned in this one was, like, Wedge surviving. Yeah, what if this isn't a direct remake? What if it's, like, a retelling? What if it's, like, what if it's technically a sequel? Where are they going with this shit? Oh, dude, I'm so fucking happy right now. I'm so happy that we're just not gonna be sitting here just waiting. Like, right, we're just gonna wait till the next game. No wonder every fucking person in the world that has beaten this game review-wise immediately is like, Max, we need to get you on the podcast. We need you on our podcast. I'm like, why are so many people reaching out to me about this podcast shit? What the fuck is going on? I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have my conclusions and that's gonna be good, but it's gonna be like, yep, we're gonna pick up the next game and we're gonna be in calm. It's gonna be great. No wonder everyone and their fucking mother is like, Max, we need you on our podcast to discuss what the fuck is going on at the end of this shit. It all makes sense now. No wonder there's a goddamn thread on Reset Era that's 150 fucking pages of people arguing what the hell happens at the end of this game. Oh my god, man. I really like this feeling right now. I'm so glad I didn't read that Katase quote of people interpreting the ending. I'm so glad I was able to discover this shit on my own. I didn't know anything that was gonna happen. Like, I knew nothing. I didn't know if we were gonna go to calm in the end. I didn't know if we were gonna, like, actually walk out there or something like that. I had no idea. No clue. So this shit is extremely, extremely fresh on me right now. Like, super fresh. Like, that media blackout, thank God I didn't watch that last trailer. God, man. I wasn't ready to feel this way. I wasn't.